Hello, welcome to our science video.
Hi.
We just watched a video on YouTube.
Yes, we did. These guys,
The slo-mo guys, you may have heard of them.
slo-mo guys,
Yep.
and they had this machine that made salt dance around and stuff. So we did that with the speaker. And
So
here
they-
are the 3 results that we got. And here's result number 1.
So this is all about visualizing sound, isn't it? And yes, here's result number 1. So this is where we just placed a piece of black cardboard directly on top of a speaker. So I should explain, the speaker is lying on the floor face up. So the speaker's not usually face up, the speaker is face up. We have a black piece of card on it, and then what did you put on the card?
Sugar. Powdered icing sugar.
So we used powdered icing sugar at the first lot, just to see what would
I think
happen.
it's just called powdered sugar.
Okay. And it dances around a lot depending on what frequency we used. So we used really low frequencies, made it dance around a lot, and higher frequencies not so much.
Yeah.
So that went okay, but the cardboard was dancing around a lot and vibrating a lot.
Yeah.
So what do?
I think we should put some tape on it to the speaker so it's not just gonna bounce around with the sugar.
Stick the card to the side of the speaker.
Yes.
Okay, so we did that, and it looked a bit like this. So it wasn't quite so violent, but honestly, the patterns weren't very different. We got some interesting looking patterns, and I got some slow-mo of the icing sugar dancing around.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I've even got like a little souvenir on that because it ended up with a handprint.
Oh, you got a handprint in the sugar.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was like a good achievement. I felt like that was a very good achievement.
Well, having your handprint in the sugar gave me a thought. It made me think, well, if the sugar is sticking to the cardboard, then it's not free to move around. So I thought that maybe we should shift to larger granules.
Like normal sugar.
Normal sugar. So I also thought it would be a good idea to get a bigger surface for the sugar to go on. So I got a really big piece of wood, put the really big piece of wood down on top of the speaker, and then taped the black card to that. And the black card's only there so you can see the sugar, so you can see the contrast between the black and the white. And so, what do you think? I mean, I thought this was probably the most interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too because, well, it didn't bring out a handprint, but I thought it was pretty good. I liked how it moved. There were some pretty interesting ways it moved, and we could direct like some ways the sugar went.
Yeah, so putting our hands on the side of the wood allowed us to sort of absorb some of the frequencies out of it and change the way that the sugar would move over the surface of the black cardboard.
Yeah, I found it pretty successful.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So we didn't manage to get like patterns emerging like we've seen sometimes. Maybe we've got to work.
I did see a question mark though.
A question mark pattern. I don't know if that's actually. Yeah.
It looked like
it looked like a question mark.
It looked
Okay.
like.
So I'm thinking that we've got to work a little bit harder at how we actually construct the whole thing if we want to see those particular sort of geometric patterns. But it was interesting to see sound moving things around. So that's the end of our video about the experiment. But the sound did have rather an interesting effect on someone else.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that he didn't really like the sound very much. So this is Sparky, our science dog.
He loves me.
Come on, Sparky. This is Sparky, the science dog.
Oh,
And his poor little ears. He almost had his paws over his ears. Like,
yeah, almost. If he could reach.
if he could. Alrighty, thank you for watching, and see you next time.
See ya.